like a soup, cooling when it's crucial.
So, are you looking to regain this title for a fourth time? Is that something that's in your mind?
A view of downtown Detroit is seen from the riverfront on a beautiful day here in the Motor City. Well, the weekend has officially begun, and we welcome you to this 2K Sports presentation of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. DA, take it away.
Well, Victor Oladipo has a huge task and a long road in front of him making his way back from that knee injury. But you talk to his teammates, and they rave about his mental makeup. They say he's an incredible person, great to be around, the most positive guy they've ever played with. So, Kevin, if anyone can come back from this, he can.
You better believe it. Outstanding, David. Thank you. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You look at Indiana. Here in the early part of the season, they've acquired the third best record in the conference. And, of course, there's the Pistons, a game behind.
And right now for the Pacers, they have caught the entire league off guard. This was not a position anyone thought they'd be in at this stage of the season.
And the credit belongs to them for what they did and didn't do during the offseason. I mean, they had a vision, they set it out, and they stayed true to it.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. They've got Victor Oladipo. Cephalosha is out there with Leaf. Then it's Turner. And it's Walker in at the point. And for Detroit, on the front line, the talented duo of Griffin and Drummond. Conley out there with J.R. Smith. And it's Prince in at the three, the small forward. And Smith with the stuff.
What a find by Griffin. He's a lot more skilled as a passer than he gets credit for as far as power forwards go. He has terrific vision.
Walker goes in. Rebounded by the Pistons. Now here's Prince. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Okay, two hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question.
And he should be. I mean, remove all doubt. Get it down, hard, and simple.
Conference rivals in this one, Clark. Does that matter as much as people think, or is it just another game?
I still think it matters to the players. I mean, they're a little less emotional now, rivalries. They're not as heated, a little more practical. I think it's mostly about making the playoffs and where you're seated.
Now, Oladipo following the miss by J.R. Smith from deep. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's his first foul. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. And Walker kicks to Oladipo. It's stolen by Smith. And now the Pistons fast break. Here's Prince, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Now here's Walker. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Kennard, he's checked in for J.R. Smith. And the Pacers also making a change. Sabonis is checked in. A little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. From deep, Prince. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Prince has got his third bucket of the night.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Sabonis. Back to Oladipo. Turner trying to free himself up. Oladipo misses. Detroit's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Fires for three, and another three for Detroit.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Walker, no good again that time.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And a four-year player at Baylor, Taurean Prince, something of a surprise lottery pick back in 2016. But Greg, he's become a very valuable player.
You know, he's one of those two-way power wings that it seems every team wants. A dependable three-point marksman who holds his own defensively. And you can't say Indiana didn't work the ball last year. Top 5 in field goal percentage.
Yeah, you know what? It was a combination of things, and I'm a little biased having my roots with the Pacers, but they consistently made the extra pass, the next pass, and they had veteran finishers as well. They were as fun a team to watch in the league for me.
Bruce Brown, he's checked in for Detroit. We've got 28 seconds left here in the first quarter. Johnson, the pass to Rose. Inside. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
You know, how about the touch right there, guys? I mean, when Rose gets a chance to go with the floater, he takes advantage of it.
Here's Livingston, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And Indiana called for the foul. Pistons have shot just 1 free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
Free throw good, Livingston. Livingston hits both of them. Here is Rose. Outside Matthews. They get it back.
The key for Maker is hustling, giving effort on defense. When he does this, he's effective at altering shots.
And so is Detroit, looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for Detroit.
They've made the commitment to get out and run, and it's paid off with some highlight reel plays in transition.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnover.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And so in the game for the Pacers. McDermott is out there with Johnson. Then there's Derrick Rose. Then it's Matthews. And it's Sabonis in at the center. Drummond knocks it loose.
A high motor keeps Drummond engaged defensively. He doesn't want to let any shots go in.
Mark, you'd think that team chemistry would just improve as the season goes along, but maybe not if you have personality issues in that locker room.
You know, Kevin, it's one of the most fragile elements in team sports: chemistry, culture, accepting roles, sacrificing your own individual game for the good of the team. And I think it's always a work in progress.
And as a leader, as I know you were when you played, I'm sure you were dealing with those things all season long.
Yeah, you try to lead by example, but also there's opportunity and times when you have to step up and voice what you see that could be detrimental to your team's success.
And the basket by Rose.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Sometimes, for whatever reason, a lot of times you don't know why. It takes a little while to work the knots out, but it looks like they're putting it together right now.
Here is Matthews. J.R. Smith making his last shot. Pass to Johnson. We've got 1:28 left here in the second. Rose again, Indiana.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Well, it was a slow start, but they've gone from simmer to medium heat, and they're bordering on hot to close this gap.
And the Pistons, an entirely new group now out there. Some changes for Indiana. Pistons leading by 11. There's 1:17 left in the second quarter.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Jumps up. A huge slam. The perfect end of the fast break.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
The shot's good from Leaf.
Excellent activity and timing on the offensive glass. That's how you get extra possessions.
Passes it to Lewis. To the middle. Here's Maker. Lays it up off the glass. Maker's got the lead up to 13 now for the Pistons.
There's no question about it. Maker needs to get stronger, and he will. But baskets like this are still encouraging.
They double-team Walker. Now here is Cephalosha. Not a lot of room. Oladipo misses. Detroit leading by 13. Out left to the wing. Good on. And it's good off the back rim and in. 16 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Oladipo outside. To the wing right side. And here's Walker outside. And so is Detroit. Their lead at 15 going into the break. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting. They've been dialed in so far from the field. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Andre, big first half, a lot of energy. What are you guys doing differently tonight?
Well, the active fans on the defensive end really got us all hyped up. And, you know, it translates to the offensive end as well, too. So, you know, we're looking real good right now. We just got to put it together in the second half, too.
Transition really working well for you in the first half, Andre. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. Right out of the gates, it was Detroit setting the tone, displaying the force of a tidal wave and some excellent offensive and defensive possessions. They surged their way to a 14-2 start. By the end of quarter one, they were way out on top, leading by 13. Then in quarter number two, they actually increased their intensity to pull further out in front, finishing with a double-digit advantage at the half. Kenny, what's your take on Detroit so far?
In terms of their offensive performance, that was a very well-played half of basketball. Good ball movement off the ball, hard screens being set, and they found the guy for the open look. That's how they were able to shoot such a tremendous percentage from the field. With that fluid, efficient offense, they'll be tough to catch in the second half.
Shaq, your take on Indiana.
Well, they gave up too many good looks. Look at the field goal percentage against them. This tells the whole story. Not enough activity defensively, not enough disruption, Ernie. Like Kenny disrupts me all the time, not enough disruption.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
My brother.
Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You have to like what we're seeing from Taurean Prince.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
On the front line, the talented duo of Griffin and Drummond. Smith is out there with Conley, and it's Prince in at the 3 spot. So that's who Greg Popovich starts the second half.
And historically, you almost never saw a great shot blocker who could also knock down triples at a high clip. But count Miles Turner among the unicorns who provide that rare combination.
And that one falls for Prince. And the stretch center in demand. For Miles Turner, Greg, how does he take that next step as a player?
Getting stronger, and continuing to improve his recognition and communication at both ends of the floor.
And it's the Pacers with the ball, trailing by 17. When this game is done, they'll be off to Chicago as they take on the Bulls. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. Pass to Leaf. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. Leaf's got his second basket of the game. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Detroit Pistons. Lets it go from the wing. Smith's shot is good. And the Pistons lead by 17. And Indiana shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. Walker against Conley. Walker the pass to Turner. And it's slammed in by Turner.
And, you know, that's exactly what you want from your point guard. Get the ball to the open guy on time and on target.
Here's Smith. Buries it down low. Smith's got 8.
Guys, I tell you what, feels like everything is coming easy to him. Just taking what he sees and capitalizing.
And the Pacers call time here. Mark, a big part of your game was rebounding. You controlled the glass so well. What's one thing you would tell young viewers if they wanted to improve their rebound?
You know, I'm a little bit out of the norm here, but the biggest thing to me for rebounding is pursuing the ball. Boxing out is important, but pursuing the ball and good timing are the most important elements of rebounding. And that's what I would have players focus on. Pursue the ball. Well, I like this execution coming out of the half. Solid. 3 for 4 from the field so far.
And that one off the back of the rim and in. Smith's got 6 points in the quarter.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And you hear it all the time about how they say reaching the top can be the easy part. It's the staying there that's the true challenge. And Victor Oladipo achieved stardom, but has to make his way back after his knee injury in early 2019.
And that one misses. And Oladipo had already dealt with soreness in that right knee, and you talked about that, missing about a month earlier in the season.
And some suggested he came back too soon. Hindsight always 20/20, and players want to be out there to help win games. Sometimes teams have to protect them from themselves.
Pacers trail by 19. Three-pointer. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Oladipo's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. For Detroit, they've gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter.
Looking now at the numbers for Rose. He had a strong showing last season. Last season, he averaged 18 points a game, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. The contributions he's been making on the floor have been a boon for this team. Great stretch of games for him.
Yeah, you know, they've given him more responsibility, and he's responded. And the way he's going, I think his role is only going to increase.
Now here's Rose. He's got 8. Here's Turner. In the corner, it's McDermott. And finally they hit one.
An accurate shooter off the pass. McDermott feels comfortable firing as soon as he catches it.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Straight power, homie. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely a resounding dunk.
Yeah, for sure. That was a take no chances, take no prisoner slam right there, guys.
Outside Rose, beyond the arc. That shot no good. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. It's Detroit up by 16. Live from Little Caesars Arena, you're watching 2K Sports. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And a look at the 5 for the Pacers to start the fourth quarter. Leaf is out there with Matthews. Then it's Sabonis. And there's Kemba Walker. And it's Rose in at the 2 spot. Pacers trail by 16. And here's Sabonis. Six to shoot. Here's Matthews. Sabonis trying to get open. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Craig, he's ferocious when the ball goes up.
That's what they've got him out there for, fellas.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Now Conley, following the miss by Kemba Walker from deep, wasted no time on that one. And the Pistons lead by 16. The Pacers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Rose in the post, defended by Griffin. Shots good by Leaf.
Rose, a very solid floor general. I think that's an underrated part of his game. He's excellent at finding his teammates.
Conley kicks to Prince. Over Matthews. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Clark, if you were a coach on a team, what would you want to see from a guy by the end of his rookie season in the NBA?
You know, Kevin, I won't be specific because I think it's more general in my estimation. Owning his development, whatever that means, embracing how he's going to get better. If it's a particular area of the game, yes, but understanding the professionalism of work ethic and developing good habits and really owning that. That's what I would want to see.
And he can't get the first one. Some changes for Indiana. Thabo Sefolosha has checked in for Matthews. And it's Oladipo in for Rose. Clark, it feels like we're seeing more and more of this, but bench celebrations and reactions at both college and pro levels.
Yeah, you know what, Kevin? I think it's an outgrowth of the social media platform.
You're right. I agree.
I think there's no question because anything that can be done that's creative and fun is going to find a life on social media and maybe go viral. And guys know that. They're aware. I mean, this generation has grown up with social media. So they understand that they could be seen beyond just the arena if they do something pretty clever.
And you and I are sitting over here watching it. We're laughing as much as anybody else, aren't we?
Oh, I'm not denying that it's fun. I love seeing it, actually. But on occasion, it does get a little carried away.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Pistons.
They made more foul shots, and that was the difference.
That was a big advantage. The other team was defending with their hands instead of moving their feet, and they handed them a lot of easy points at the line.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
Especially because they're going to get together 3 more times this season, Greg. You love to get an opponent figured out early, and you're going to be seeing them that often.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Smith.
You can't look back at too many major moments in this game and not see his imprint put all over it.
Here's Lure. And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. They poured it on tonight.